Okay, good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube. Iyun. Today we're learning Masechtas Eiruvin, Paragraph Mishnayos Chet and Tet. I want to talk about Mishnah Chet, which talks about if you have, a street, a regular street, developments, let's say, and you have three houses. Three houses share a front yard, and there's like 5 sets of 3 houses, 15 houses on a street. So the street is called a mavoi. The chatzeros, each of the 3 houses shares a chatzer. There's 5 chatzeros. So generally, you have to do 2 things. You have to make Eiruvin chatzeros. Each of the 3 the 3 people who live in the same chatzer, they have to make Eiruvin chatzeros, and all the 15 have to join together for shidduim mabuos. Let's say, and all 15 have to make Eiruvin chatzeros. Just 5 different Eiruvin chatzeros for the three apiece. So let's say you had 15 people, and one of them did not join the Eiruvin chatzeros. But they all joined in the Shidduchim Mabot. They all gave something for the Shidduchim Mabot. Learn exactly coming Parakim Shidduchim Mabot. It does not have to be bread. Every Chazer has to be bread. It doesn't matter. There's different halachas about them. But it's basically the same idea. The basic idea is to join them together so they can by joining together some food together. So therefore you're miyached, you're making like one rishus, both the street and the chutzner, because both of them are semi-public places. Even though they're not rishus harabim, Mabot, we're not talking about a street which is wide 16 amos and has 600,000 people passing by there daily or weekly, according to different opinions. So it's not a Rosh Hashanah, it's really a Rosh Hashanah Midal Raisa. And it's technically no problem with the Raisa from carrying your house to the Chatzar or to the street. However, because they're public places, so therefore the Rabbanan goes there, you have to make it like one place, like a Rosh Hashanah, so people don't get confused and carry from Rosh Hashanah to an actual Rosh Hashanah. Now, the halacha is in this Mishnah that if one person forgets to join the Eiruvin Chatzar, that's okay. 14 out of 15, that's okay. They said if 2 of them wouldn't be a problem, and one of them's not a problem, because Eiruvin Chatzeros is not such a big deal. But if Shidduchim Avuos, if one of them forgot to join in the Shidduchim Avuos, they all can carry into the Chatzer because they made Eiruvin Chatzeros, but they can't carry into the public street. Even one of them. So they were more machmir by Shidduchim Avuos than Eiruvin Chatzeros. So I mentioned the regular shir. The reason is that a Chatzer, even though it's a public place, it's not as public as a street. The street, 15 people share. The Chatzer, only 3 people share. But I'm going to give a different reason, not an extension of that reason, in addition to that reason. Why were there more machmir by mavuos, my shidduchim mavuos, more than every chatzeros? The reason is that a chatzer, even though it's a public place for these 3 people, this yard, it's not just for your house, it's for all 3 people that live in the same chatzer. Nonetheless, it never has the possibility of becoming a shorabim. A chatzer, it has 4 walls. It has 4 walls, and that's what makes it a shtiach. It has 4 walls. No matter, even if it's wide 16 amos, and some reason 600,000 people pass through it, it'll never be a rishus harabim. It can never possibly be a rishus harabim, no matter what construction done, because you have 4 walls generally on chatzar. However, a mavoi, right now, most mavuos, right, it's like a street. They have houses on 2 sides, and the street passes by. They talk about mavoi mafulash. Generally, a mavoi is mafulash. It has an opening on 2 ends. Even if it's not mafulash, 3 walls. It's machlokas whether 3 walls are siyach or sharab, but generally the halacha includes even when there's 2 walls. If the house is on 2 sides of the street and it's open on the other 2 sides, so that's not a shayachid. No one says 2 walls are shayachid. So if it were 16 amos and 600,000 people pass by on a daily basis or a weekly basis, it has the possibility of actually being a sharabim. So therefore, they're more concerned. The whole idea of Eiruvin Chatzeros and Shidduchim is the same idea. Because they're public places, if we allow a person to carry from his house to the chatzar or from his house to the main street, people will say, "Oh, just like I can carry from my house to a public place, I can carry from shidduchim to a real Rosh Hashanah, a really public street, a really busy street," and that's not allowed. It's a d'oraisa. It's a gzeira that you shouldn't come to violate hotzah d'oraisa. So by a chatzar, which never will have the ability, even though it's a public place, it'll never have the possibility of becoming a Rosh Hashanah, and they were less machmir. However, a mavoi, if you extended it and maybe traffic changed and people are always passing down the street, you made it at 16 amos wide. Most streets, I guess, are 16 amos wide, but now they redirected traffic. In Jerusalem, they have a whole, they build a lot of stuff, so they redirect traffic through Main Street. They go to different streets. And now you have tons of people passing down a side street. It could potentially become a shizarab. So therefore, by mavoi, they're more machmir because it has the real possibility of becoming a shizarab. So therefore, even if one person didn't join the shtuim abos, even though now it's a private street and 600,000 people are not passing by, since it's possible to come to Sharab, they're more machmir. Even one person would ruin the Shitufim Abuos for all of them. Hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.